Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to our webinar series this morning. This is Jim Guinan, Annuity Sales Director here with Insurance Agency Marketing. I'm filling in for Matt Tour today, who was going to present this. So with that, I did want to mention that our topic today is how to use annuities for IRAs, both contribution and rollover. And we will get into that topic here shortly. A couple things before we do. One, we'll be talking about some new events coming to IAMS and remind you of some of our incentive programs, but also that we are recording the webinar. So if for some reason you can't stay for the whole time, we will be making it available for you later on, as we do with all of our webinars, or the vast majority of our webinars. So thanks again. This is Jim Guinan, and I'm happy to be here today. Look forward to a good Thanksgiving weekend coming up for all of you, and I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. So with that, let's get started, and we will talk a little bit about some things going on here at Insurance Agency Marketing. So the first thing I want to talk about is our newest incentive program. And you may have seen some emails about this, and you may have been getting phone calls from your annuity or life marketer, and that's our Dash for Cash. And we just started this here about a week and a half ago. What it is a chance at a weekly drawing, and this is for all premium, $25,000 of single premium life or annuity premium. Each $25,000 gets you one chance in for a drawing that we will have. We had one this last week. We had a winner already, and we will, as you can see on the schedule there, we will have another one on Friday the 30th, November 30th. That is December 7th, and then December 14th, and then our last one will be December 21st. So, again, this is we're very pleased to work with EquiTrust, and they've had increased bonuses, increased commissions, increased rates on several of their index products, much more competitive. And so this is strictly on EquiTrust business. Again, every $25,000 of single premium life or annuity premium gets you a chance in the drawing. And then that final drawing is for all those people that had qualified to enter in the drawings up to that date. So looking forward to some more cash being handed out. If you have any further questions about that, let me know, or let your marketer know. Okay, and of course, again, talking about ways to put some money in your pocket, we continue to offer our Referred Producer Program, and it's been very successful. In fact, this last couple of weeks has been pretty good for me. I've had a number of agents that have referred some others. Again, when that referred agent contracts, that we pay a $50 bonus, and then from there we pay 20 basis points on the business going forward. So that's unlimited. The number of people you can refer that you can earn that bonus on is unlimited. So again, let us know who we need to talk to about life and fixed annuity needs. Our other program that continues to grow is marketing reimbursement. The example given there on the screen is for every $100,000 of index business, we'll put $200 of marketing reimbursement money into there. And we have changed the program a little bit. So for the official guidelines, we can get some information out to you on it. But in 2018, we did have to change that a little bit. And but again, all your business, for the most part, counts towards marketing reimbursement, which you can use for your business expenses. Our new producer bonus has also been very successful. We continue to offer this. These thresholds that you're seeing here are for your first 180 days of writing business with us. So once you contract, you want to start writing, and at the end of that period, whatever threshold you're at is what you would be earning, either in the way of rewards or a cash incentive for hitting that level. And that's our way of saying thank you for placing business with us here at Insurance Agency Marketing. So again, new producer bonus is the first frontline bonus incentive that we would pay out to you, and then of course ongoing basis from there would be marketing reimbursement. So you definitely want to take advantage of this, whether you're writing annuity, target premium life, or single premium life. Sorry. Back office support. And again, much of what we do here is sort of a back office support for you. We want to provide the atmosphere of a home office for you and your practice. So we want to take the weight off your shoulders of having to do so much and make so many calls and being on the phone. So our job is to try and make things easier for you, whether it be helping you look for cases. Yes, we do provide our annuity rate book on the website, but not every product is there. And it takes a lot of time to sift through all of that. So our job, both as life and annuity marketers, is find the best product for your situation. Let us take the time to do that. We also help you with our quotes, and we run those every day. We try to get the turnaround in usually 2 to 4 hours minimum. And of course, our contracting process has become a lot more streamlined in that if you want to add additional carriers, you don't have to sit down and fill out new contracting for every company that you want to be appointed with. So again, those are things that do take a lot of time. And when you're an agent working for a captive agent, if any of you have been captive agents, you know that you have a home office that you can go to, and they help you with a lot of things. And that's what we want to try and do for you, but without being captive to us. All right, and I want to just spend a little bit of time on our creative marketing. This is Jacob's department. They, of course, help us with things like the webinars that you're listening to today. They help facilitate that. But they are also working on a lot of projects for agents now, helping them improve or develop a website. We hear a lot of feedback that they're busy with branding. So if you're looking at changing your brand or maybe building a brand, a website, anything like that, anything that you see on this page, you want to contact Jacob and the creative department, Jacob and Sean, and they will be able to help you, give you an idea of what they can do, what it might cost, and so forth. So again, reach out to them for these types of needs. Our website is, I think, quite good. I go there every day. We have some tools on there that I use a lot when I'm searching for products. Since we have over 33 carriers now, it's very hard to kind of assimilate what's available where to what ages. So we use a lot of the tools on the website, whether it be income rider quotes or just searches for products. And we rely on that along with, the books that we have to help you find a product or two or three that fits that client's needs. So that's something that I use it for. Of course, the life team has access to a term quoter. Forms are available online. Our current annuity webinar schedule, our webinar schedule, not annuity webinar, but our webinar schedule is posted in there. And also the annuity rate book, which we have at our desk, but of course is made available. So every time it's updated on the website, and you can go in there and find best products by carrier, usually the top 3-4 index products per carrier. We have a section devoted entirely to income riders and also multi-year rate fix. So again, something that you can refer to anytime around the clock. I want to talk about IAMS Wealth Management a little bit. Moving on, we'll get to our presentation here in just a few minutes. The IAMS Wealth Management has been in existence now for over 2.5 years and has grown considerably. If you're interested in growing your practice in ways that you maybe could not just as an insurance-only professional, you may want to consider the Series 65 If you have interest in learning a little bit more about what's involved, what the test is about, what costs are involved in becoming a Series 65 advisor, we can certainly get you some information and talk with Charles Hiring Jr.'s team. But again, on the screen here, you'll see some of the reasons that many people have now gone this direction is they have increased their business dramatically. They can now reach out to an audience that they had not before, or to assets that they could not before, either way. And again, think about the dollars that you've seen over the years that people have had in the market. They weren't happy with their advisor or it wasn't performing. You would be able to help them change that and be compensated for it. So if you'd like some more information, I would, I have a poll question here. If you would like to just answer, a quick yes or no, we can get you some information. If you'd like a phone call or you have a specific question or need, certainly let that team know. And after the webinar, either this afternoon or probably on Monday, they would reach out to you and, have a conversation with you. They continue to take on new advisors. We've had some this last week that passed their Series 65 exam. And again, if that's something that you would have some interest in, please let us know and we'd be glad to work with you on that. I do appreciate your responses to that. Okay, moving on. I did want to talk about our Life and Annuity Academy. Sorry, I'm going from screen to screen too quick here. Sorry. Life and Annuity Academy. This is our 2-day producer training. Now, our academies are completed for 2018. The next one will most likely be around the March, April timeframe of next year. But we are always looking at interested parties. So if you'd like to get more information on this, we are accepting registrations now already. But if you'd just like to know more or have a question beyond what you're seeing on the screen here, we'd be glad to visit with you. But this is a producer training. We're looking for agents that are writing fixed annuities and life insurance now and have been doing so or have experience with that as those that we would invite. Usually around 35 producers are invited. We're always looking for those people that want to grow the business and want to grow the business with us. So it's a 2-day training. It's a Wednesday evening, Thursday all day, and half day Friday. That's pretty much our format. The next one will be either here at our brokerage office in Omaha, the Omaha area, or it may be at one of our carriers' offices in West Des Moines. We just recently had one in conjunction with North American. This is our program, though, and it does change. So we update it every time. And so if you'd like to get more information on that, please let us know. We'll be glad to talk with you further. This is not a training for someone new in the business or brand new to fixed annuities, for example. But we do consider the circumstances in the situation. We like to bring people that are writing the business. And if you're not now and you eventually do write more business or write the business level that we'd like, you would be definitely considered for the Life and Annuity Academy. So we appreciate your responses. We appreciate your interest. I don't have dates, unfortunately, yet. It's way too early. We probably won't be told or know this until after the first of the year. But as soon as we do, you'll see some emails that will go out, I'm sure. So thanks again for your responses on the Life and Annuity Academy. Okay, so let's talk about the using annuities for IRAs. So, as you can see on the cartoon here, we're talking about one type of season that's out right now, apparently. But there's another one that comes around, and that's IRA season. So we're kind of we're in the beginnings of IRA season right now. Many of you probably are having conversations with your clients about, are you planning on contributing again this year or this coming January? Kind of setting that up a little bit. There are people, I'm sure, that add or establish an IRA at the end of the year. But most of the time, it's between January and April that we start to get a lot of calls about IRA contributions. Every day is a conversation about a qualified rollover or a 401k plan that needs to be moved, or somebody that's got an IRA that they're not happy with that's in a CD, or an existing annuity and it's not performing, or any number of sources that you can fund an IRA. Those conversations we have every day. But the contributions are typically done more so in the beginning of the year. So just to kind of recap, IRA contribution limits for 2018, and this is both for traditional IRAs as well as Roth IRAs. Okay, so if you're under age 50, the contribution limit for 2018 is $5,500. If you're over 50, you get that $1,000 catch-up. So now the contribution is $6,500. So if your clients are 58 or over, they can actually contribute $6,500. Again, the limitations for single and married individuals are based on income. So you want to be aware of that with both the deductibility with traditional as it relates to that, and the limitations for contribution on Roth. So we do have a tax table. If you don't have one, you can also find it anywhere on the IRS website, or maybe any website really, that can give you those tables of, what's the breakdown. But just be aware of that when you're talking with your clients. There are some income ceiling limits for Roth contributions, and but those are the dollar amounts for 2018. I have not heard of any changes going into 2019 for IRA contribution limits. Okay, so Roths, as I mentioned, are for higher income limits. Roth contributions, you want to be aware of the top income amount, both for single and joint, as to whether they can contribute, because if the individual makes too much money, they can't contribute to that. We help agents a lot with Roth IRAs. But still, the vast majority of our conversations are about traditional, because many times they're rolling the money over from a retirement plan. And unless it's a Roth 401k, it has to go into a traditional IRA. So just to talk a little bit about some annuity carriers that we utilize. Again, the focus here is what are carriers that are more in tune with the contribution of IRAs. All of the carriers that we work with will accept qualified money, but many of them, based on their minimum premium amounts, are pretty much telling us that they only want the rollover or the transfer money from IRA to IRA. But there's a few key carriers that still have minimum premium amounts as low as $2,000, $5,000, and $10,000, which means you could make a Roth or an IRA contribution at least for 1 year, possibly 2 years at one time, and still get into that contract without a lot of premium. So first one that comes up here is Athene. Athene has several contracts that do have a lower limit. Benefit 10 is one of those. The other one is the Ascent Accumulator Series. Again, that's another index product series. And then the Max Rate, which is a fixed only, a traditional fixed only contract with a 3, 5, and 7 year rate guarantee. It is flex, and it has a lower amount on it. I apologize up front if I don't know the minimum amounts on each one of these, but Again, these are the products in their portfolio that tend to be for lower contribution amounts. EquiTrust. EquiTrust has a index product called Market Booster. It is the 2,000 minimum premium for qualified money. It is flex, so easy to get into, $2,000. Also, they do have a multi-year rate product called Certainty Select. It is not it is single premium, but it is a $10,000 minimum. So again, they have one other indexed annuity, I believe, called Market Value that's $10,000 also. So again, if a client wanted to make contribution starting in January through April, they wanted to make a 2018 and 2019 and lump those together, they'd have more than $10,000 if they maximize their contribution. The next carrier is LSW. LSW Life of the Southwest is probably the most accommodating carrier that we have. They're very heavily into the 403B market. So because of that, they're used to accepting smaller deposits. So they have quite a few annuity contracts. Probably two of their better selling are the Secure Plus Platinum and the Secure Plus Paramount 5. Those are indexed annuities that you can literally start with $100 down and a $100 EFT. So they're very easy to get into. And they have more than those products. They have some traditional fixed that will also, so they have probably the most expansive portfolio with the least amount of dollars to get into. So those are a couple of their better selling products. The Paramount 5 does have a bonus that goes out. I believe it's 5 or 7 years on new money. National Western, another one of our key companies, does have several products that you can get into with a minimum of $5,000. I believe Ultra Future, which is a bonus product, Ultra Classic, which is more of a non-bonus, better accumulation story. Those are very easy to get into, and they are flex contracts. On the traditional fixed rate side, they have an annuity called the Protector 1. North American, a company that I tend to recommend a lot. They used to have more. They are a little bit more limited now. They used to have more annuity contracts that went to 2,000. They still have 5. There's listed 3, but the Performance Choice Series has an 8 and an 8 plus, as they call it, and a 12 and a 12 plus. The 8 is an 8-year without a bonus. The plus has a bonus of 4% on new money going out for 5 years, and the 12, and then there's a 12 plus, again, 12-year surrender with a plus version of a bonus going out for additional 7 years. So those are great contracts. They have good rates. This is a great product. Again, they're in the 403B market, so companies that are in that area tend to be a little bit more open to smaller deposits. On the traditional fixed side, you've got the Guaranteed Choice, which is a multi-year rate with guaranteed terms of 3 through 10 years. And on the qualified side, minimum premiums only $2,000. Another company that we do probably more in the life area with Sagicor, they do have a product called the Sage Select, and the Sage Select is a multiple strategy flex premium product, easy to get into. I believe it's a 5,000 minimum. Again, A-rated company. Atlantic Coast Life has several products called Safe Harbor, Safe Haven, and Safe Anchor. Again, they are contribution contracts that you can add into both traditional and fixed indexed. We probably see more of the fixed rate business going their way, but again, easy to get into those contracts. $5,000 minimum. And another one is Sentinel. Sentinel Life, and they do have a personal choice, which is a fixed only contract. And again, a low deposit minimum to get into. So that kind of gives you an idea of some of the carriers that we have. One other one that's not listed here, but I do know that we, over the years, has consistently been easy for lower contributions is American Equity. Many of you are probably familiar with. American Equity's indexed annuities are all flex, and many of those are still at a 5,000 minimum. So again, you've got somebody that wants to add into a Roth or traditional IRA, maybe even doesn't have the maximum, but they have to have at least $5,000. You can get into some very competitive index products, American Equity Portfolio, North American especially, and EquiTrust. So again, it all depends on, as you know, what state you're in. Is the product approved? That's why we wanted to list several of these to you, because not all of those products may be available to you. But keep in mind that if you're searching for, as the year comes to an end, you're searching for products with lower minimums that you can contribute to, put our team to work. We'll find those. Now, I help you with the rollover, so I hope what you're doing is you're helping your clients with their contributions, but you're also asking them about their existing IRAs, where they're at, how they're performing. Are you working on any situations with 401k retirees? Anyone that's retiring, again, those are the vast majority of those are going to be transferred and rolled over into a traditional IRA. So when I was an agent way back, when I started in the business, I was a securities rep, and every spring I had I kind of called it my IRA milk route, but what I would do is I built up, it's easy to do. I mean, at that time, back then, IRA contributions were 2,000. But I used to write a lot of those. But as I was in the process of selling that and presenting the product ideas, I was updating my financial profile for those clients. I was getting fact finders on those people, and I was identifying where they had IRAs already. Were they happy with those? How were they performing? And it might be sometime through the course of the year, or maybe next year when we did the IRA contribution again, we'd have that conversation again, and that's how I got to their rollover business. So, likewise, somebody comes to you, has a plan from a previous employer, and they want to transfer that over. You help them with that, and then you say, are you looking at contributing to IRAs in the future, or are you looking at adding to your retirement account, and how can I help you with that? So again, it's a great conversation. No, you don't make a lot of money making IRA contributions, and that's all you do. But you're getting them as a client, accessing other dollars down the road. So with that, I want to thank you for your time today. We appreciate it. And if you need any information on the carriers that I listed, or if you have a IRA question, IRA contribution question, you want to know what's available for you as far as based on age, the premium they're starting with, and we can certainly do search and find the best products that can help your clients. So I want to thank you for your time today, and I wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving.